Well, it is a very exciting evening here in Mbarara City as hundreds of NRM supporters have taken up onto the streets of Mbarara City to celebrate the victory of their presidential party flag bearer, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who has been now declared the winner of the 15th January 2026 presidential polls after securing over 7 million votes. Here in Mbarara City, it is excitement. People have gathered, like you can see with me here. They are celebrating the victory of the man with the heart. I'll be speaking to a few to share with us what brings this excitement and what they expect out of the president in the coming term of office of the 5 years. We'll speak with the deputy RCC of this city who has led the team which is on the streets of city Mbarara to celebrate this victory. First and foremost, how have you received the announcement, the declaration of candidate President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as the winner of the 15th January parliamentary and presidential elections?
First of all, let me take this opportunity to thank the Mbarara City mobilizers.
For you, Mr. RCC.
Yes. Let me take this opportunity to thank the landslide victory of the president. For the first time we have made it. Uganda, we are proud of the president, we are proud of NRM, we are proud of the NRM mobilizers, NRM supporters, NRM leaders who mobilized the world to get this landslide victory of His Excellency the President. As Mbarara City here, we are celebrating the victory of His Excellency the President and we are so happy. And we are already protected against. In Mbarara City, we got 79.21%. Mbarara City
Mr. Katwire, what do you expect from the president, your party flag bearer, in the coming term of office, 5 years? What can he focus on in this new term?
First of all, NRM has a manifesto, and majorly I'm expecting these 5 years all Ugandans to get out of the poverty. I expect all Ugandans to have incomes from their families. I expect to improve on health. I expect to improve on infrastructure development. I expect to improve on water extensions. I'm very sure all villages in Uganda will get piped water, good water. I expect good roads. The roads where they have not reached, they will reach. The schools which are not yet built, they will be built. The hospitals, we shall get many hospitals. And I expect Mbarara hospital to be
but someone is telling me here he doesn't see the vibe, the celebration we are talking about, as if we are in the barrier. What can you give us, show our viewers that indeed the victory has been received with much expectation and anxiety in Mbarara City? Yes. Here, they are men and women, they are children, they are our brothers and sisters, and we expect they will be taking on this celebration throughout the entire night. I want to speak to one of my sisters here who is also joining in this celebration, and she shares with us what exactly this victory means. And on behalf of the women, what exactly do they want candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni after swearing in May to focus on, which at the end of the day will benefit the women of Uganda, but to start with those of Mbarara City. A good evening, and how do you feel first and foremost about this victory?
Ninza futanga na mazina ganje ninye no anjerusi ninza gambo nyankore cause we are in Mbarara turiyo muri Mbarara amashemerwa nambagamani itwenga minyeto ya Mbarara akarutka sinjira iguru munonga kandi twina amashemerwa nsima president abo kutobusinje ntamya buri kimana aza kuchikora za PDM azikozire buri kimwa chikozire ekikuru no businga munso mbantu mwe NRM moye President Museveni
walonze Museveni?
Nalonze Museveni.
Walondedde waire embeera y'okulonda yabadde?
Nalondedde bugashe mu Nyakayojo embeera y'okulonda yabadde bulungi. Twalondedde mu maanyi nnyo nga tuweereza Museveni akaruru. Buli muntu yonna adaatikinga Museveni.
let's speak to our mother here, Oliotia.
Jendi sebo.
Wanguzi otegedde kiriwo.
Wanguzi nabutegedde dda saagala na kukimbulira kubanga ekiri mu nsi yonna Museveni yaliko. Bannange embeebaza mwebale kulonda Museveni. Tuli basiimu nnyo, tuli basanyufu nnyo. Kubanga akalulu ke twalonze kaliyo si bya kulimba, si bya kukaayana naye nga kalulu ka mazima. Era Museveni tumwagala nnyo ajja kutufuga paka kubanga ye muntu atuwadde emirembe, atuwadde buli kimu, tweyagala abaana baffe basoma, twakoowa entalo, twakoowa okudduka. Taata Natasha tukwagala nnyo. Bannanga abakyala bambalira Muslim women and focus timuli ludda wa. No retreat, no surrender. No retreat, no surrender.
Those are the voices of some of the NRM supporters here who are in Mbarara City celebrating the victory. Of course, it is an exciting moment to speak to these people. Everyone wants to share a 2-1 or 3 congratulatory message to the president. Tukwaniriza, if you can choose to use English or local language, that's well and okay. But chetuliko obuwanguzi bwa President Museveni mwe ng'abavubuka butegeeza ki gye muli ng'abawangalira mu kibuga kino eky'Embarara? Kawuzindalo njaka kukwata.
Itwe nk'abasigazi ba Mbarara district tushemerirwe munonga bwa Yoweri Kaguta Museveni akwanyonka zarwo mbutware bweye ategekereje kuyiha kwezi kumwe kunazarirwemu kusya myaka 38 yinyine nimpura nshemerirwe aha bwa Museveni nyona mbanje kunoja unimbasa nkabe nimwongere myaka eyi ntakubasa kumanya no muhenda akuba ntegekereje burukuza kutera karukanya mashemerirwe abo obutuzo bunyine no businjo bunyi no mu Uganda yanje kumbe nintikinga karuru kanje mbe mbanze kubuza nti Museveni wanje ari nkai ndi yatarote ndatere karuru akwani wembe ni nyenda banyerecheshani
okulonda watuka dia walonderwa sawa meka
wena ronderwa nze mbade mu Rubaya mbade musajja we Rubaya nade kugomborora ye Rubaya wena kubida karuru
watuka sawa meka
natuka sawa 3 kitundu
lwaki ofo okutuuka mu budde nga bukyali
nganjagala ko omusajja oyo yennyini mwewera akaluru nga tewali anfosinze nga nze yeyagalidde nze ni musajja mukulu ayesalirawo omusajja ono namuwadde akaluru nga tebanfosinze era nja kamwongera n'emisanja nga 8 mu maaso.
That's very good, and you can hear that from some of the supporters of the NRM party. Of course, everyone wants to speak to us, and we will keep his broadcast very, very lively. Of course, we just want to organize this so that our camera person can be in position to see whoever is speaking to us. Excuse me, sir, can you give that space? Well, for viewers of UBC, we are still here in Mbarara City, the celebration, and everyone. Okay, let's clear. Let's do this. Can we be orderly? Can we be orderly? Let's organize ourselves. And can you push behind? Can you move a bit behind? Tudeke mabega, chentegeza. Tugende mabega. So we are going to do gender balance. We had already spoke to a few men. I will go to this lady, then I switch back to my father here. Well, tuli mukwogera ku nsonga za kalulu. Lwaki bakalangirira dakika 10 emabega naye musazeewo mujje wano okujaganya obuwanguzi bwa President Museveni. Kiki oba oli awo kye mulabye ekyenjawulo mu President Museveni ava okulangirira olunaku olwaleero?
Webale nnyo ssebo amanya n'eddoboozi nze n'amatovu Rahma naye nga yenze mbadde youth leader for 15 years. So ndi musanyufu nnyo okusanga His Excellency President ayiseemu kubanga namweweredde akalulu era natuusewo sawa 12 ez'okumakya nze nadde natuuse dda ku polling station muwa akalulu kubanga kadde ka mashini nenga mashini weefiira esanga akalulu kanga kamuzeeyi mwekali. Ensonga lwaki yatuwadde ekisaawe ky'ennyonyi era bakituteera mu program esawa yonna bakyopeninga. Fenga abanambarara oba bana western, we are very proud of it. Kusanga naffe twadde tulaba basi paka nga tulazi basi katate nyonyi ze twadde tulabira mu bbanga katugenda ziraba mu kisaawe kyaffe.
Robo muzivuddeko ne tausi
ezo tujja zikozesa naye nga ziri bw'oba oli ku bwangu ng'eyo yegenda otwanguyira ne bayusi bannange bafunyeemu emirimu bagenda funa emirimu abamu nga bakola ba flight attendants abalala nga baba managers abatunda emmere n'ebirala.
Our viewers, you can get that exciting piece of it. Even before the president is sworn in, of course, when he was campaigning in this region, he promised to establish an international airport. And you hear from our sister there, they're organizing themselves, that flight attendants, flight captains, they are all bracing that to ensure that come anytime when the president says that plan is to be enforced, then they are expecting to tap into the job opportunity through that line. Of course, I'm joined with some of the gentlemen and the supporters here from Mbarara City. We'll keep this lively as we celebrate the victory of candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Good evening, sir.
I'm good. I'm RDC Habati. We have been mobilizing for this strategy. We had a scientific mobilization of 63 NRM members of the structure. Those 63 had to make a turn-up of voter turn-up of 87%. That has never happened. That's why the percentage of the president has lost from 58 to 71% because of the scientific strategy of getting 63 members of the structures. Then they came with other members. That's why the percentage has lost, especially in this area of Western Uganda. Now in NRM, we have the PRU. We as a slogan say, Tuko Pamoja, working together, NRM and PRU, we have managed to come successful. I praise and thank the President of the Republic of Uganda. He has challenged the whole country, the whole world, that we are thinking that NRM is forcing itself on Ugandans. This has been a victory of science, a victory of maturity, a victory of history. It is not something to joke with. Members learn to do a mathematical voting. Facts have led to the victory. It is not a gesture. It is not guessing. It is factual and scientific. Scholars like Aristotle and others talked about psychology that it works in Uganda. It is only President Museveni that has proved that when you have factors, good policies, you engage public, young and old, the success is yours. This is Habati from the Central District.
RDC is just making us excited here. I'm joined with one of the contestants in the parliamentary race who was declared last night. Yes. Congratulations. Yesterday? By noon. He was preparing his new suits to ensure that come that day when the Speaker of Parliament summons them to be sworn in, he will be marching onto the steps of the Parliament of Uganda to represent the people of this area in the 12th Parliament of Uganda. Joining the many supporters here in Mbarara City to celebrate now the victory of the Fountain of Honor, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Where were you by the time Justice Simon Byabakama was reading that final dot where he announced your party flag?
Here in town. I was already in Mbarara City because I just finished a TV talk show and radio program in the town. So I was following so that I come to celebrate with our people. So I want to congratulate Your Excellency the President of Uganda and my chairman of the party for a thunderous victory that we have achieved as the NRM party. And not only the party, but also a victory that is Ugandan. The people of Uganda have spoken and have spoken in volume. I want to congratulate you, Muzei, for the struggle. You have always struggled from when you are young. You have struggled for the people. But even in the old age, our people are showing you that you are the only one who has the capacity to lead us in the right direction. I want to congratulate you. I want to join the rest of the people and say, even Rampara that have voted me spoke volumes. The last time, last time, Your Excellency the President of Uganda got 87%. But right now, Rampara scored 95%, which was a tremendous improvement. And I'm very sure they had reasons to protect the gains. We are equally part of protecting the gains. Congratulations, Mzee. We are with you. As a member of parliament, I'm going to come and support our policies and programs to make sure the government continues to supply services to our people. Hey! NRM way! Museveni way! Mbarara way! Rampara way! PRU way! Pamoja!
Well, our viewers of UBC, I expect these celebrations will go on throughout the entire night. People in this district or in this city will be speaking to us whatever time we feel we have to engage them. But of course, they are all joining the party leaders here in the city to celebrate the victory of now the newly elected President of the Republic of Uganda, retired General Yoweri Tibuhaburwa Kaguta Museveni, who has been declared this evening by the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Uganda, Justice Simon Byabakama, as now the winner of the 15th January 2026 presidential elections after tallying the highest number. Of course, Robert Chagulanyi came in the second and Nandala Mafabi of FDC managed to secure the third seat. And of course, this only rubber stamps one post as it leads Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to the May swearing in as the new president of Uganda. We'll continue interacting with the voters and supporters of the party here in Mbarara City as they show their excitement and celebration towards the victory which has come towards their side, and that is to the NRM party. Aliwano mama wange njagala abeko kyatubuulira oba oli awo walonze? Walonzani?
Naronze Tibuhaburwa Yoweri President Museveni.
Tumumaze walonze?
Nalonze muganda wange.
Walonzani?
Nalonze His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni tata wa muhozi.
Otukasameka ku polling station.
Sawemu
Ngolofaje.
ngoyagala kulona President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni owekitibwa ne buli omu yona ali mu basi.
Akaluluko ku milioni 7 Museveni kafunye kwekali
Gwekali nakakubidde ku muzigiti ku Mbarara City nakede sawemu nimukubira akalulu ne ghetto yonna ninjitwala ne kuba akalulu nga twagala Museveni ayitemu era yayisemu ayogera ye ghetto president Western Region owo mu Mbarara ihorere ayagala nnyo Museveni twamuwadde akalulu webale kuyitamu n'ekisanja kirejo galuke tukwe kindi neihorere.
Esanyu lingi waneno, but this all comes from the party supporters who are celebrating the victory of their winners. I'm told there's Mama Ghetto here to supplement on the words of the Baba Ghetto. That is it. Well, Oulirotya.
Mpulira bulungi amazina ndicho butunji Roseti kumara emyaka 35 omugeto tire Museveni akalulu mpikira polling station sha 12 abantu kaga na bashatu nito tubandiza polling station tukatera His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni mwebare abanya Uganda abanyambara turonzera akalulu omu ward za 23 seruzigana 86 supporting His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni NRM mobilizers mwena himuri twagiye His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni tukonjere kisanja Museveni obereho tubeta kibyama bwawe konkato sinjira karuru tuireyo 79% sima hanga bwo kuya yezo % ahabwa Mbarara City Museveni juu NRM mobilizer juu NRM juu Yoweri Kaguta juu Fraga Bears juu kandi twena tuterire ebendera bus nasigala ndicho butunji Roseti NRM mobilizer kandi kada wa NRM.
Kale kambuze ku mukyalo notumale tugende kubiddako. Mama walonze?
Naronze se.
Kalonda emirundi emeka?
Nakalonda since 2006.
Yeah. Bululu kumpi butano bwe waketabamu obadde ozolonda era lwaki?
Badde nze ndonda President Museveni buchantandika okulonda ne runo naronze President Museveni lwansonga kubanga President Museveni fe tuzaliddwa mu mulembe gwe ate ntusanga nga abazadde baffe nga batunyumiza entaye zaaliwo naye ntusanga nga tezikyaliwo n'emirimu gyatuwadde ngaffe abalamu twasomera ku UPE gye yaleeta singa si UPE ngaffe bamuleka tetwandisomye ne tulaba nti abakyala tujjanye emanju n'atuwanya atusembeza nnyo kyovola batuli wana ne mu kamera sawa zino nga tunyumya singa si President Museveni singa tetuli wano.
Nandi kubuzizza nga abakyala biki bye mwandyagadde omukulembeze w'eggwanga bw'anaamala okulayira atekekesira mu kisanja kino ekijja kye mumuwadde?
Mbadde nsaba President Museveni kino ekisanja kyagenda okulayira abakyala addemu asosowaze ennyo nga bwe yakoze ekisanja kiwedde n'ebifo bye watuwadde ate alyoka atuwa ennyonnyo eby'emyogo egyaffe ne industry atuwe ennyonnyo esente z'abakyala z'okwekulaakulanya nga zibiira ddala waggulu nga zikulembeddwa abakyala buno obukiiko bwaffe bw'abakyala butuukire ddala ku grassroots. Tweyanziza ne security agibeerezeemu kubanga kati toboolaba tuli wana abantu babadde batiisatiisa nti bagenda kutabula emirembe naye olw'okuba President Museveni ye Saabalwanyi ye yaleeta emirembe tewali kintu kibuga gundi eddembe lyaffe tuli wano tweyagala twaronze bulungi ne tutudde awaka tetwasigadde polling station batusomulangirira nga tuli mu ddembe.
Well, our viewers, it is still the broadcast of the celebration of the victory of candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni here in Mbarara City, where NRM supporters and particularly that of those of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni are gathering here to at least express their satisfaction that indeed their 15th January 2026 vote has not gone in vain. It has been counted and has delivered them victory as to what they had expected. These celebrations will go on until the wee hours, and of course we expect more celebrations in the nearby districts of Kiruhura, Rwampara, Kazo and the rest. But of course, as UBC will keep in this region to ensure that you don't miss any bit of the excitement which follows or which comes across the region in as far as the 15th January polling victory is concerned. We'll keep this short, and after that we'll of course cross over to the broadcast house in Kampala, unless when there are some few questions for me, but I want to pause it at this moment as we wait for the celebration part of it. We just sample you how people here in Mbarara celebrate the victory of candidate Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Then there is one gentleman joining me here. He says the bus should not leave him, so he should speak to us. Just borrow me 1 or 2 minutes, then we shall cross back to broadcast house in Kampala. How are you, sir? Let me hold for you.
Okay, ndireje. Nemwe nimbanza kusima obwo butegecho buruho kandi nshaba nisima abebembezi sima President Museveni ahabwa obusinjo bwabasize kuturetera kandi ngaraka nsima butwena ba mobilizers ba President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ahabwo kurebeka ngu tukozere namani mingi twaronda karuru kurga ana RC wanu kurebeka ngu tugire % mpango nkeiri zoba ibaraga kwitwaraga gukora ya % ya nshanju nemwe nyina masiko ngu ejo tukozere namani mingi okurebeka ngu ejo twagikora kandi tubitaka gikozere turebeka ngu itwe nk'abanyambarara kandi nkagureta Mbarara eri mu Rwampara eri mu Isingiro eri mu Ibanda turebeka ngu itwe twakora namani mingi kurebeka ngu twatera karurako kandi twakakuma kurebeka ngu obusinge bwabaho kandi ngaraka sima security sima general Muhozi ukurebeka ngu abaziye kutekaho buteka yatukuma kurebeka ngu tabaho karuru ko kurwana twatera karuru mu businge kandi twakahezaje nyongera okushaba President Museveni ukongera kurebeka ngu ito twena yabasa kutukora harukuba ni manyangu 80% yitukozire nebasa kutekaho ihanga yareta mu businge yakora buri kimwe cyone cy'Rwanda itwe nk'aba taxi araba taxi wa Western region kozere namani mingi ukurebeka ngu twatambara house ahabwa karuka president ahabwe burunge y'abasektora beni nshaba kugira ngo abeho businge eje myaka 5 kandi turebeke ngu abwa program za government kandi zona zahikirwa.
Well, viewers, we just want to pause this at this point. Of course, we want to throw you into the celebration, but I'm told this lady has something special to share with us in line with this victory. And of course, if she can express to us how she feels first and foremost about this victory and what could be her expectations from the coming government, which is likely to be led by His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Thank you very much. Nyenda kusima abantu mwena abo butebekana. Nyenda kusima security amurundogo abo ko mukarura kona tunje mburemezi bwona. Nyenda kusima security organization zone zibeziri. Kandi nyenda kusima abanya Uganda kurango bekirize. Na mnomno Mbarara City anetera kubi amurundogo tunjire 80%. President Museveni asinjiremo. NRM esinjiremo tweka byona nawe atapa opposition. Abo kugira ngo barebe gains as president atuyozona amurundogo. But protect gains basi bakabona % ya mani abo kwa appreciating obunjira NRM kandi security police army na president na general Kimurugaba batuyambira kurangu tabire muri karo tabire muri Rwanda hamwe kushaga abantu amaduka gona bakomera gatebekire kandi abantu bayezimbro mururu kandi amururu ndogo Western region ekira almost 90% after President Museveni abo kumusima abo kurebye kozire kandi sabanga Uganda obunogwe bwo kubanja abantu abatirebona kurango bakorera eba bashabire oburo bakaruru bwire nshaka abantu bagarukane abantu bakundane kandi abashaho bahumuriza abantu abaryo mu karuru akakaruru tukuferaho akaruru no kusavinga so nishaba ngo abantu abasinje abakaruru okuno mu mugwa kazo mu service bonkantengera President Museveni obuhangazi kandi abagabanya Uganda bona bize twatanise abo businje protecting again as our slogan turengu yagariti yagendo misho mwebare munonga.
Viewers, we want to pause this broadcast from here, but of course let our people continue giving you the updates from different parts of the country in as far as the declaration of the results of the 15th January 2026 presidential election. We will keep on you engaged, but I want once more to thank our brothers and sisters who are at the broadcast house. Thanks for the good work so far done. You have worked on empty stomachs. You have not gone to bed for the last 2 to 3 days. We want to say you are the most patriotic Ugandans we have in this country. Thank you for delivering, and of course I know, though we still have a lower and local council elections coming up, but of course we know you are up to the task. Back to the broadcast house, and I'm Robert Onyango here in Mbarara City.